Well, what do you know? It looks like we're streaming, and if we are, hello to the world. Um, Tonight we are playing some Only Connect questions, and we're calling it Yogesh Connect because that's what Yogesh called it. And who's Yogesh? Yogesh is our special guest tonight. All he is a superstar Jeopardy champ. So glad to have Yogesh, and indeed all of my buddies who are here. You can see their names. Let me take a breath. Hello, Yogesh.
Hello. Thank you for the introduction.
Thanks for doing this. I'm excited. What are we gonna see tonight?
So these were questions I wrote for the last in-person Trivia Nationals, which was in 2019 before the pandemic. But yeah, they're they grew out of the Only Connect questions group, which it's still going on Facebook. I'm no longer actively managing it the way I had been for several years. But yeah, these were basically all sort of written during that time period, and I selected ones in 2019 that I thought would be accessible for the event. At the time, there was no COQL, so this was one of the closest ways people had to play Only Connect in the US. Um, yeah, now, there is COQL, so I don't need to keep that work up, but I still have these questions, so may as well make use of them.
I love it. I can't wait to check it out. And that is true of everyone who's here because everybody opted in, and we're all curious to check out your material. Without any further ado, you want to get it going?
All right, let's share the screen. Okay. There were rules which applied to the event in 2019. I think here it'll just be sort of a free-for-all shootout. So, yeah, none of those matter. So, all right. So, we'll start. I guess we'll just start with the first clue of the first question, if everyone's ready.
Yeah, sure. And we're not, for those who are tuning in, thanks for joining us. We're not playing this as a team thing. And I think Yogesh has like round one and round two questions. So is this kind of a casual, like sort of friendly, a batting practice session, just throwing a few questions around with a few friends? First time chatter. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody in the chat is saying HWDY. Any vowels experts want to participate?
Ah,
I think they're referring to Howie Day.
They started saying, "How do you do?" and then they like had to go get dinner.
The famous first line of Toy Story. Hi, Woody.
We can do this all night, but okay, Yogesh, take it away.
Okay. Well, here's your is that what I'm doing? Sure. Here's your first clue.
oh my.
Is that symbol part of the answer?
No, that's just something PowerPoint put there.
Oh, okay. I was trying to, I'm like,
So
I have no
I don't
idea
think we're
what
gonna
that
have a guess
symbol is.
off of just mother.
My first thought is that this is a movie missing the exclamation point, but that
Mhm.
seems.
I don't think that movie had that movie come out in 2019.
Was that
I
Albert
guess.
Brooks?
That's a good point.
Well, anyway, all right.
I
So
think I
I
probably
said,
need a second clue.
I think
I'll
it was
take.
forgettable even before it came out.
All right.
I mean,
The
win.
the capitalization change stands out to me.
Yeah. Could still be the second half of a word or phrase and just not a proper
Yeah.
name. But
This
Yeah,
is
I
what
was
I'm
thinking like
thinking. Yeah,
error.
that
Yeah.
Heartbreaker.
Wolf.
heart mother doesn't work. So
Yeah.
I was thinking like air, earth, fire, water, or some like set of four words. Icebreaker.
ice mother.
I think we'll probably need three.
You want to see the next one? All right.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Oh,
it's the
I know.
Daenerys
I know.
titles.
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
Daenerys
Yeah.
Mother of
Targaryen.
Dragons, Breaker of Chains, The
Exactly.
Unburnt.
Yes,
Yeah.
these are all epic.
First of her name.
The first of her name. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, this would have been the fourth clue.
Oh man.
Yes. These are epithets of Daenerys Targaryen from the Game of Thrones.
I can't remember if in 2019 she was already a war criminal or not yet.
And will she eventually be in the books, or has she been completely slandered by those?
TBD.
Actually, all of the questions will be about war criminals. It's a hidden theme. All right, all right. Next question. Start with the first clue. Clue one.
Okay, well, that's Lucy Hale, Aria Montgomery from Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Uh, but
And I feel like
um,
I've heard Yogesh talk about Pretty Little Liars in a Jeopardy interview before,
yeah,
since this was
a
written.
couple of them, but I don't believe she's a war criminal, so I'm not sure. I know what the connection is yet.
I mean, look at that jacket.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, fashion war.
But
Should
yeah, I
we
think need a second
get
one.
another one?
I was
Right.
gonna say parallel universe Devil Wears.
All right.
Oh,
Okay. I
I'm
forgot the
blanking on that
actor's
guy's
name,
name.
but it looks like his character from Justified. I can't be
That
certain.
feels right. I think he was also in Burn Notice, but I don't remember.
He's in a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. Um,
I'm not going to remember his name though.
I'm afraid I won't either.
Keep
It might-
going.
So you want the next
Yes.
clue?
Next,
Okay.
please.
That's Paris from Gilmore Girls.
So at least two of them are capitals then?
The first one was
Montgomery.
Aria, do you say?
Aria Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery.
Ah, very good. Very good.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's enough to. I think we'd go on that.
I
in a
mean,
game.
a city capital and a country capital,
Yeah, it's
or a
first and
state
last.
capital and a country capital.
I can't remember what her last name is.
Geller, Paris Geller,
Yeller. Yes, thank you.
played by Liza Weil.
Well, Liza Wilde, formerly married to a guy I grew up with, but that's not important right now. Are these all cities that have hosted the 2024 Summer Olympics?
Very presciently.
Yeah, I was gonna say in 2019 that would be I would have access to a lot of advanced information if I knew.
I got nothing. You guys
I
are
mean,
doing a great job.
Other
We
than
can find
capitals, I don't
out.
know.
Yeah,
Right,
I
you
got
want
I think it's fair to keep going.
yeah, I feel like we'd be more confident. Whoa.
Is it
Okay,
like
that's
the
the
sands?
what is it?
Copacabana,
The
probably.
Copacabana
Wait, never mind.
is
Paris, Copa.
Aria. Oh, so they're all Vegas casinos. The Paris, the
Oh, very
Aria,
good.
the
Well
yeah.
done, Jason.
Nice.
That works.
Yes.
Well
Yes.
done, problem gambler Jason. Just kidding.
I don't need to rein in your hubris because that is in fact the correct answer. This is Aria Montgomery, as you said. This is Win Duffy from Justified.
Win Duffy.
Yes, Paris Geller and Ricky Ricardo would play at the Tropicana, which incidentally was where this event was originally held. It was part of the Trivia National. Yeah.
What's that actor's name from Justified?
Jer Burns. Is that
Oh, sorry. I'm
next?
thinking of somebody else that might not even be on the show Justified. That good-looking actor who's been in all that stuff.
Timothy
Probably
Oliphant.
think
That's exactly the guy.
Oh.
How did you know that? Is he also on that show?
He's
I
the
mean,
main
he is the
character.
star. Yes, he is the
Okay.
main star of.
Okay, I thought I was mixing it up with another show. Okay, anyway, yeah, I like that. Timothy
I'm
Oliphant.
proud of
So-
myself that I could tell from his scowl that was his Justified character, though. So that's great.
Fair
Nice.
enough.
All right, good
All
one,
right.
Yogesh. I like that.
And his
All right.
his eyebrow made like a right angle. It's crazy.
Yep, very, very flexible. All right, next first clue, McCarthy.
Melissa, Kevin,
Senator,
Senator,
Vax-
yeah.
Yeah.
Vaccine deniers.
exhuming.
Shall we keep going?
I'm
Yeah.
afraid so.
Yeah, in 2019, if I knew who the vaccine deniers were going to turn out to be, well, actually, no, you're right. Jenny McCarthy was,
Yeah, that was
was before then.
predates.
Yeah,
She was preparing her defense of her.
fair enough. All right.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that threw us all for a curve, I think.
that doesn't ring a bell for me. Anyone?
No.
I believe there were brothers if we played professional baseball with that name.
Yeah, I've seen the name. I know it exists. Yeah, good job, Patrick. I certainly didn't know that.
It's
All right.
baseball. I will be useless.
But I think we'll need a third.
Yeah.
All right, next clue.
So Tom Brady, what are we doing here?
Brady Anderson, Brandon McCarthy. I mean, you have to push to find baseball players with these names, and it just doesn't. They don't seem to relate to each other at all.
Want the fourth?
All right, do you want the giveaway?
Well, wait. If there are, how many, if there are 2 Delahantys and 3 brothers in the Brady Bunch, then is the last one going to be 4 brothers?
We're not
Well,
in the
it's not a
We're
sequence
not in
yet,
round
no.
And the
two.
sequences yet, that's true.
But I think Delahanty, there were a bunch of
Oh, like a
Alright.
Brady Bunch?
All right, you want the last clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, were these all people injured by John Hinckley? Like
Yeah.
Brady and Reagan?
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Of
that's exactly
course.
who it
Very
is.
good.
That's 100% right.
Yeah, the Brady
Yeah.
Bunch, and James Brady.
Yes, I think Tim McCarthy, Tom Delahanty, but yeah, Jim Brady and Ronald Reagan, all shot by John Hinckley on that fateful day in what, 81?
March of 81.
Yeah.
And is
Alright.
he, I can't remember, he's out now, isn't he?
Yeah, and he runs a YouTube channel.
Yes, yeah, he has like some sort of yes, he is out, but certainly there are conditions on what he's allowed to do.
Right.
But yeah, I think is posts his original music on his YouTube channel.
Wow.
Wow.
He should have started with the music, and maybe if that took off for him, he could have like just stuck with that.
And Jodie Foster wanted to meet him. Yeah. All
So,
right.
so surprisingly, you had a shout out to the Tropicana where Trivia Nationals was, and a shout out to the Washington Hilton where the first SporkleCon took place.
Once again, I was psychic, clearly.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
I think I know what this is.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially if you
yeah.
know what it is.
Yeah,
So,
I
Chicago
definitely
style
think
hot dogs.
oh, there you go. I was gonna say I'll let non-Chicagoans take a shot.
I was going to say yeah, I mean,
Is sport-
timely. Yeah.
Sorry, Yogesh, I interrupted. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's, unintentionally timely in that I was just at Chicago Open weekend and I flew back on Monday. And I did have multiple Chicago style hot dogs while I was there. So
Is
Yeah.
Sport Peppers one of the 4?
I
Gonna be
believe,
so good.
yep.
Oh,
There we go.
figured it'd be the giveaway.
I
No,
love
the
it.
giveaway is, of course.
That also would
excellent.
do it. Yes.
Excellent. Now, is that just because I'm born and raised and still in Chicago? Is that what percent of the country, or what percent of people in general, like happily put ketchup on their hot dog? It's like such a sin here. Is that a local thing or is that a common thing?
I think the rest of the country does put it. I remember when I made that comment to people, they were like, "Well, when would you not put ketchup on a hot dog?"
All right, so it's just a localism.
Yeah, but after I watched Avengers Endgame, I came back. I posted on Facebook Avengers Endgame spoiler: Linda Cardellini's character putting mayo and ketchup on a hot dog. How else could you spoil something more?
Well, it's nice
You're
to get
saying she actually deserved to get snapped?
I think
It's
she
nice-
was. Yeah, she wasn't, because she was out there at the beginning of don't she snapped in Endgame?
In
I don't know.
Endgame, they do the flashback to
Right.
Hawkeye at the snap.
That's
where,
right.
like,
Yeah.
his whole
And the-
family vanishes.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. She totally deserved that, and for Legally Blonde, the murder she committed in Legally Blonde. Yeah. All right.
the murder being that haircut.
First clue.
Senator.
I don't think we're getting this one for 5.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Next one.
Shoes.
They don't seem to have anything in common in terms of like how they were named. The Charleston's a dance, but I don't know of the Ottawa.
I mean, is Ottawa not a capital city?
I mean, a country capital.
Yeah.
They have rivers.
Which state is Ottawa in? Or which province?
They don't have states up there.
Ontario.
Yeah, it's in Ontario, but right on
Ontario.
the border with Quebec.
Got it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll need more.
All right. You want the next clue?
Sure.
Yeah. Middle names of. I'm assuming Ottawa is not the middle name of a president, right?
Is it like J.S. Bach, where there was like John Ottawa Adams, John Charleston Adams? Besides John Quincy Adams, is there anything that
It's a place in Massachusetts, no?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is.
and it
Also,
was-
like Quincy
then
Jones, who
Also
goes by
Quincy,
Q.
yeah, exactly. Or
Q.
Who's Rashida Jones's father, I think.
Yep, it is.
All
What,
true
Quincy
facts.
M.E.?
they're all Rashida Jones' father.
Was Quincy also a like procedural medical
It
show.
was.
Yeah,
Yes,
Quincy.
medical
yeah.
examiner.
Quincy
That is
M.E.
accurate.
Yeah.
Was that Jack Klugman or am I imagining?
Mhm.
It was Jack Klugman, yeah.
I think we were all maybe a bit young.
Yeah, but Ottawa ME never caught on, so we might need another clue.
All
I
right, you want?
think we do.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Actually, if it were a place in Maine, then it could be ME. Ottawa. There could be an Ottawa ME. I mean, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know of any, but with regard to what Ben said, I think yeah, John Couch Adams, John Coolidge Adams, John. There's another composer besides John Coolidge Adams who's also John
Yeah,
something
there's a
Adams.
second. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Luther.
Luther.
That's
Yes,
it.
yeah.
That's it. Right.
Yeah. So okay, we just wrote a round one there.
True.
All right.
Well, that is in Maine, is it not? Isn't that where LL Bean is found? Freeport, Maine.
Sounds right. Um,
Is Quincy, Mass,
So-
famous the home of like Bass Shoes or some like New England company?
So to help direct your thinking out, this is the second Illinois centric. I grew up in Illinois. This is the second Illinois centric question in a row.
oh, are these the towns that had Lincoln Douglas debates?
They are, yes.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done. I know
That
that
is
Quincy is the
tough.
name of the
Yeah, I had
summer
this.
shop.
Yeah, I had a vague sense that yeah, there was
Yeah, these-
another Ottawa somewhere.
Yeah, these are 4 of the 7 sites of the 1858 Lincoln Douglas debates. Freeport, I assumed, was the most famous because it was the namesake of the Freeport Doctrine.
Wow, nice.
Good get.
I had very little there, and I
Yeah.
mean, Quincy is the name of the Chicago L Loop subway stop where what I will still call the Sears Tower is found, but that doesn't mean that Patrick didn't totally like sit in for me on the Illinois knowledge there.
All right.
Is that Emma Rossum? Emmy Rossum?
It seems plausibly. 2004 was even longer ago now than it was in 2019.
This is going to be somebody's EGOT, isn't it?
Oh, it could be. Absolutely. I like that. But the 2000, so who got it in 2004?
Could be like the South Park guys. Do they have one?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you say again what this is?
This hurt
What we think?
so the actress is Emmy Rossum, 2004. Someone got the Emmy part of their EGOT in 2004. Might be
Oh,
what
I
we're
see.
going for.
Nice.
Or it's
Um,
probably not going to be chronological order.
Right, it'll be in ego. Although
It'll be
we're
in
still not in
EGOT order,
sequences.
So then, if the next one will be someone named Grammy, I don't know.
Or
how that'll-
Oscar.
Well, if we're going in
But
EGOT
we're
order,
in round 1.
fair enough.
Keep going.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
That's Alice
Is that
Eve.
Alice Eve?
Yeah.
Big fan of her work.
Yep.
2010's too early for her in Into Darkness, I think. Star Trek.
Oh, nice. That's right. She was in that. Absolutely.
I feel like that was later.
I mean, this throws off the EGOT. Yes.
Yeah.
Lightly.
Alice Eve. Well, I mean, I don't remember the year for like the only big movie that she was in around that time could have been She's Out of My League, but I don't know if that was 2010 or not.
I don't know. Should we get a third?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
Is that a young? What's his?
Kirk Douglas?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt
Is
Russell.
that
Yes,
like
sorry.
is that Easy Rider? Is that the
Was he in that?
Was she in Easy A? Could these all be easy films?
Definitely could. Was he an
plausible?
Easy Rider? Was that like an early?
I could be
movie?
wrong. I could be. I mean, that's just my thought looking at the picture.
Easy A. What would the other easy movie be?
We could get a 5 easy pieces.
Yeah.
I don't have another good easy one from that time frame. And I didn't
Alright.
know if I saw Easy A.
For what it's worth, Kurt Russell was not in Easy Rider.
Okay, then
I
I
think it
have
was around roughly 1969.
That is the right.
Okay.
That is the right year. Easy Rider did come out in
All right.
60. Yeah. Want to see the giveaway?
then
Sure.
All right.
Oh, okay.
2010.
Okay. So are they all just like Quiz Bowl movies? Because
That
Kurt Russell
seems
was in the
like-
computer wore tennis shoes.
Oh. I mean, I think that's got to be it.
And
but-
that last one is what it's called, Starter for 10.
Oh yeah, the British one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that's not in the middle? Is that who I
Sure
think?
is.
Cumberbatch?
Yep, it sure is.
He was in that? Was that like his first?
Yes, you need to watch that movie. The person who plays the best friend of the protagonist, you will be shocked when you find out who it is.
Hmm.
I think we had that movie at the
John
Chicago
Hinckley
Festival.
Jr.
I mean, I mean, he was 3 years before that. He was in Best Picture Oscar nominee Atonement, so it's not like he was a complete unknown at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just like I did not know he was going to be in that movie and was like, is that huh?
But yeah, the 2004, The Day After Tomorrow, Jake Gyllenhaal and Emmy Rossum as absurdly good-looking quiz bowlers. 2010, James McAvoy, Alice Eve, Benedict Cumberbatch, and I don't recall this woman's name off the top of my head, but also absurdly good-looking quiz bowlers, and Kurt Russell, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, 1969. Yeah, setting a lot of false expectations about what quiz bowlers look like.
To be
Also,
fair,
a surprising amount of Star Trek Into Darkness representation in this question.
to be fair, Alice Eve went to Oxford, so she's actually plausible as a quiz bowler.
Wow.
I'm
I
sure
think
yeah, like all the English actors went to either Oxford or Cambridge,
a
probably.
lot of them. Sacha Baron Cohen did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also plausible as a I mean, he's a smart dude.
Yogesh, I think you mispronounced typically good-looking quiz bowlers.
Yes, my mistake. Yeah, very archetypal. All right, next one.
I'm not convinced it's going to be a good world record.
Forrest Gump.
Ah,
So, do we think that it's just going to be 4 facts about the same person then?
That would be my guess.
yeah,
Hmm.
but I don't know who the person is. So
Yeah.
maybe another clue.
Yeah. That does seem like an
Alright.
important part of it.
Next clue. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm thinking Jolie Richardson. Are these all Richardson? I can't remember his first name, but that's my guess is Richardson.
Wow.
All
Good
right. Well,
knowledge.
it is not in fact Richardson's. So
Nah.
do you want to continue?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, so that was an Australian prime minister that happened to, I forget which one.
And at least one of the Nip Tuck stars is
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
Australian
maybe-
playing American.
yeah, maybe they're just all Australian prime ministers,
That seems likely.
right? Because there's
Oh,
one
that's
who
so
just
good.
disappeared at the beach. Like that's an interesting one for number
Yeah.
4.
That seems plausible to
I
me.
like that. That's really
All
good.
right. So here
Did we
is
just get 2 points?
here's the fourth clue. So yes,
Ah.
Yeah, that's Harold Holt.
Nice guess.
Yes.
So yeah, that they are all in fact.
yes. The
Do you have
first
any
one-
fluff about what the alcohol record was?
I think
Something-
Foster's was named after that guy.
Is it?
It was Bob Hawke. I believe it was a
Oh.
world record for alcohol consumption on an airplane.
Oh.
He was not flying the airplane, thankfully. William McMahon, I believe, was the father of Julian McMahon,
No
Nip Tuck
kidding.
star. Yeah,
I was trying to remember his last name, but McMahon didn't feel right.
he I think recently had a career revival with one of those FBI shows. Was it Malcolm Fraser, perhaps? I think was the one found in the Memphis motel. Never really established exactly what happened to him. I think the general theory is that he met a woman who drugged and robbed him, but we'll never really know. And then, yeah, Harold Holt, who disappeared while swimming in 1967 and is now the namesake of a swimming pool, I believe, swimming center. I believe. Yeah. All right. I've heard all of the jokes that came after this.
They write themselves.
Pretty much, yeah.
So is this your girlfriend back in 2019?
It's a clue.
These are all people who
two,
live in Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But they totally exist.
It's a 2-word clue. That is the extent of what I will reveal.
I think we'll probably not
Shall we
get
move
it off the
on?
first clue.
All
yeah.
right.
So
These are
there's
like lyrics.
this is some song, right? It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Are these things that Taylor Swift says, like something is my boyfriend? No, that was
That's
the
what that was
F-
karma, and you kind of
Right.
reversed.
I
but
don't
she
think
does
she was listing her Corvette as
no.
Back then, at least.
To my
Yeah, and I
knowledge.
think she said my boyfriend, not my girlfriend.
Karma is my boyfriend. Yeah, not there's no car mentioned.
Yeah, I'm terrible at these.
If she wanted to buy a Corvette, she would buy General Motors.
Should I get the
You
third?
want
Get
the
three?
next?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Even though it's not this just gave me vibes of Julia Stiles in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Hmm. Wow. I have
Well,
no idea.
you've dazzled me with your wits, but I still don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
This is like a quotation of some song or poem that I don't know.
Correct.
I mean, you
I'm
were
trying
on
to
the
think
right
what I would
track.
even say in an actual match to fill the time.
You were on the right track 2 clues in. And you said it was a song.
The song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at the background of the slide. Does that give you a clue?
Blue, feeling blue, driving blue cars.
Is it Joni Mitchell?
It's not Joni Mitchell. Is there another song called Blue?
Bob Dylan?
Blue Hawaii.
You were all alive at the time. I don't think any of you are too young. Maybe, well, I don't know how old Max is, but feel like you all of you during the peak of when this was a thing.
April 57. I don't know where I don't.
I was just thinking that. Dude,
I
Eiffel
don't.
Eiffel 65.
65. Okay.
Yes. Blue
Is
are
that
the
what this
words I
is?
say and what I think. Blue are the feelings that live inside me. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da.
Wow.
we just got a
I
copyright.
never
strike.
really listened to the words of that.
That has lyrics.
I never even listened to the words of the name of the band, apparently.
All right, I think this is the first X though, right? Yeah. Well, I guess I got to give you hints on the other one, so it's not really strict, but all right.
These are other ways of saying next.
Yeah.
Ah,
Things a shrink says.
I think I'll need a second clue. You
Yeah.
all can take your guesses for 5 points. I'm
Yes.
gonna continue.
please
definitely
continue.
Yeah, this one, but at the actual in Vegas, I believe David Dixon got this for 5.
Oh, geez.
The
Wow.
first 5 of the game, I believe. All right, but I guess you want the next.
Oh, this
okay.
sounds
It's the Milgram experiment.
yes, that's exactly
Oh,
yes.
that's
Nice.
good.
All right, 3 points there, and it is absolutely essential that you continue. The experiment requires that you continue.
Wow.
I like that. Good one.
That's a good one.
All right.
You could slap on like an lightning bolt emoji at the end of each sentence.
That would be clever. All right.
Very capital heavy set.
Yeah.
Oh,
These are
yes.
all actresses from
There's
Pretty
also
Little
a Dublin
Liars.
in Ohio and a Dublin in California. Probably other places.
Yes, we all remember Deanna Dublin from Pretty Little Liars.
Are they places that you two are from? Dublin like 4 times? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Unless the next one is Triplin,
Next,
I'm not sure.
please.
All right, we on the next?
Yeah.
Oh my. Salts?
Pickles?
Is there a Dublin salt?
Not that I'm aware of.
I
It's
think if it was
possible.
salt or pickle, though, kosher wouldn't be clue 2.
Fair enough.
And we already had celery salt, so that would be
That's
extremely
true.
salt heavy.
Also valid.
Kosher can be represented with a K or a mother letter in a circle.
Oh, U, yeah, a U
Yeah,
in a
you,
circle.
that's right.
But Dublin cannot.
No.
Not with that attitude.
Should we keep going?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Next.
Throwback Thursday. Kosher Friday. I don't.
On Wednesdays, we keep kosher.
On Tuesday, you can wear sweatpants. Huh.
Throwback. Wow, not seeing it either.
Yeah. All right.
I need to get
Not
it.
coming to me.
All right. Here's the next. Here's the last one.
Mexican standoff.
What would a kosher standoff be?
I would like to watch that movie.
Are these? Yes, I think I have it.
Okay.
These are all Coke that has sugar.
Maybe less specific.
These are other brands of Coke that frankly taste better than the American case
Less specific.
soda.
Just Coke.
Yeah, there we go. Dublin is Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Throwback is Pepsi, but kosher is, yeah, basically the Coke sold during Passover.
We can pretend I'm from a region that uses Coke to mean all pop.
Fair enough.
Ah.
Yes. I was told at Eton, like blonde, it was just a term for all women.
My husband and I, when we were early dating, whenever Passover came around, we would stock up on kosher Coke with the yellow cap and the Hebrew letters and just keep it for like 4 months to have good soda when we wanted it. So seeing kosher and Mexican together, it's shocking. It took me that long.
Yeah, I was like,
I actually don't know. What about regular Coke is not acceptable during Passover?
the corn syrup.
You're not allowed to have
Oh.
corn in your house,
Okay.
technically. Which is why a friend of mine in college had the idea of, because of ethanol in gas, he wanted to make a business of selling kosher for Passover gasoline. Because if your garage is attached to the house, it counts under Talmudic law. Shout out to Avi Flamholtz.
Yeah, and shout out to Rabbi Eliezer from the Old Testament who wrote about the first catalytic converter.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. We've had our requisite 3 opinions. So,
Ah,
all right. So at this point, the round of R1 questions is over, and we will be in the round of R2 questions. You all know in the actual competition. I had to explain what that meant. You all know what it means.
Yeah, they're all questions about R2D2.
Yes. All right. So now you must complete the sequence, and whatever comes forth in the sequence basically is
Oh,
what
and you're
you-
calling it round beta. That is a throwback.
does that mean, so is the answer epsilon?
Mhm.
I suppose it would be. All right. Yeah, sequences may go backward. The answer may sometimes be any element in a narrow set rather than one exact possibility. All right. Agnes is the clue.
All right. I'm going to recuse myself because I'm pretty sure I know what this is.
Okay. Well, our odds just went down.
Agnes Gray.
Yeah, I mean, or some sort of veiled reference
Isn't
to
there's something Agnes of God, isn't there?
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought of. Yeah, it was a movie in the, I think, 80s.
Yeah.
I wanted this to
Okay.
be the real names of the Brontes or something.
that was my first thought. Is
Oh.
let's go, but it's not their name. It's this would be their work.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well,
mean,
it could be characters.
I mean, if the next one is Jane,
All
then
right.
we know where
Yeah.
we're going. But Agnes, are these all like Harkness? The Agatha
Agnes
Harkness?
Harkness wasn't a thing yet.
No, okay, yeah, sorry. This is pre-WandaVision, so then I'm out.
Definitely
Definitely some old-fashioned names, though.
Could they just be like saints in reverse alphabetical? But I don't know what it would have.
Yeah.
Have it yet?
Get another?
All right. This
Great
is the
stuff.
final clue.
Wow.
LaToya's real name isn't like Agnes or Agatha, is it?
Doubt it. So,
Is Agatha a member in a group? Like, is there a group that Agatha is like a normal part of?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, this
do-
is not it, but like AG for silver somehow.
And then it's AG again, and then there's
Yeah.
certainly nothing that starts with J.
No.
Not with that attitude.
Um, so Jermaine, I've got, obviously Jermaine Dupri, Jermaine from, I don't
Jackson.
even know if that's how you spell the Jermaine from, played the Concords.
No,
Um,
Jermaine Clement is not Jermaine.
that's why I'm like, I don't think
Yeah,
that
no,
that's
it's Jermaine, but that's how you
right.
spell Michael Jackson.
Exactly. I'm just spitballing here, hoping someone
but
will
Michael
trigger
Jackson's
something for
brother,
someone.
I think Jermaine Jackson of the Jackson 5 spells it that way.
That is, yeah, but I don't know where
Yeah.
we go sequentially.
Yeah, it's
I
not
got
germane
nothing.
to this question.
I'm
If
drawing blank.
Agatha is in a group of four, if there is Agatha in a group of four, Agnes is one of the three Despicable Me kids, and then Jermaine is one of the Jackson Five. So a group of
Oh,
six.
nice.
Oh wow, that's so good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's
So
it?
should we go like Jan Brady?
I like it.
Sure.
That
JM.
is
Maybe the youngest or something.
Oh yeah,
that-
because
that-
is Agatha
Oh.
in ABBA?
That sounds
Oh.
good.
Oh yeah, maybe the oldest of three, oldest of four, oldest of five, oldest of six. Like Greg Brady?
I
I
like
like
it.
the Jan guess because is Jermaine doesn't feel like the oldest, is he?
I'm not sure. That's a good point. I'm not
I think
sure.
it just has to be a member. I don't know that we're going. I don't think
I think we're gonna have to pick coin flip it anyway, so I vote
Yeah.
Jan.
I don't think I think we'll get it with any of the six.
That works.
Yeah, we say A
If
Brady.
that's
John.
right. Yeah. If that's right, I think any Brady will do.
All right, we're gonna go with
Mm.
Reagan shooting victim James Brady.
okay. The not Jan Brady. Oh, yeah, Reagan didn't shoot Jan Brady. But yes, thank you to
Yes.
thank you to Viva L Sue's Animal for continuing to guess. I appreciate that in the chat. But yes, I do. Do any of you want to ask a friend?
Ask a
I have the
friend.
chat open, but I have not been
Yes.
looking.
It's a
Is it-
one-syllable answer that you've said repeatedly in your discussions.
Syllable answer that we've said repeatedly.
Well, you said the syllable, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, they said the syllable.
Yes. But yeah. Again,
Jack?
if
We said Jackson a whole bunch.
I have friends, and that's a fact. Like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack.
Oh.
What?
It's from Bismarcky is just a friend.
Man,
Oh.
that
Oh.
deep cut.
Oh
Ooh.
my God.
It's not a deep cut. It's his most famous song.
No, that's the list of there. It's like, oh man, I wasn't going there.
All right. New question.
Well, that's the opposite of my cousin Vinny.
Yeah, sort of. I need more.
Same.
You want the next clue?
Sure. Are these things that Tintin does?
I mean, he very well could have. I don't know
I
his
don't know what would be
extended
fourth
family.
if that's the.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I definitely don't know the sequence.
How about Babar?
Same problem though.
Yeah,
The
where do we
fourth
go
one's gonna
from
have to
there?
be something gettable.
And Babar's uncle was very gentle. I got nothing.
Yeah, need
Yeah,
more.
I'd need the third.
All right, last clue.
Oh, well.
Oh, so this is Huck Finn's things. So that can't be right.
So is it one thing from each book
Yeah.
going back? So like rafted down the Mississippi?
Oh, those things happen in the sequels?
That's my best guess.
No.
Oh.
I feel like it should be from Tom Sawyer.
So
Yeah. I
found a
agree.
body in a cave.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree with that.
Paints a
because-
white fence.
Yeah.
Well, no, he specifically
Oh.
doesn't paint the white
Well,
fence.
right.
Oh, that's also Tom Sawyer who doesn't paint it, not Huck.
Right.
Or, okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, like it shows up at his own funeral.
sure.
Yeah. So your answer is shows up at his own funeral.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, convinces others to paint a fence, gets lost in a cave with Becky Thatcher. Anything that Tom Sawyer does in the
Okay.
Adventures of Tom Sawyer would be acceptable. But yes, the fourth clue is what he does in the fourth Tom Sawyer book, Tom Sawyer Detective. The third book is Tom Sawyer Abroad. The second book he appears in is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, but specifically that is what Tom Sawyer does in The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Wow, nice.
Got it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the 1990 floppy disk Tom Sawyer Adventure Island game did not include any of
No.
these details. You just run from a bear.
I mean, and
Was it
Rush
so-
doesn't sing about these adventures at all.
That was the fifth. They were adapting the fifth book that Mark Twain was planning to write. No, Mark Twain, he, like many people at that era, when detective fiction became a fad, like many people, he wanted to be part of it, but he decided to repurpose his existing hero, Tom Sawyer, and make him a detective. The actual events of that book are taken from an incident that occurred in Denmark. I want to say Denmark. Yeah. But yeah, all right.
He
That's
pre-saved
another one I
Hollywood.
think I remember. I may have entered the room between rounds 1 and 2 because those last two sounded familiar to me and the others did not.
In your wanderings at the event.
Well, I did not play this as a contestant for the whole thing, but definitely was in the room while it happened, at least part of it.
There you go.
It's always good to be in the room where it
everybody's
happens.
mind.
I regret
Yes.
saying that phrase.
Because it reminds you of John Bolton. Yes. All right. Portion in parentheses not necessary for answer. That's not a clue. That's a note for the question.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fish saves Manu. I mean, there's Manu Bennett, the
So
actor.
this, I mean,
Ginobili.
I think I know what this is, and I don't know if I don't think I remember it from seeing this Yogesh doing it before. But if I recall correctly, the first avatar of Vishnu appears as a fish, and I think
Oh.
there's something like that. Now I do not know who the fourth one is. Right, presumably it's one of the famous ones like Rama, but I
Right.
don't actually know.
That is going to be a flaw in our
Yeah.
solving technique, knowing the answer. Should we keep going and see if that clicks?
Is it like the fish that saved
Tanner.
Philadelphia and Manu Ginobili? Maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like Chad are bigger Bismarcky fans than all of you. They're all right.
Is that like mythology leading up to like a rock or other gigantic animal?
I mean, one thing that came to mind is the elephants on the tortoise, but I don't remember there being a fish in that. And also, I often confuse the real mythology with the Discworld part.
I got nothing.
Okay. Last clue.
My God.
Well, first of all, are these going up like the evolutionary tree? We've got a fish to a reptile to a mammal.
Did Alice
I mean,
Eve
there might be a
legit-
logic to that. And Rama was a man, right? I mean,
Yeah,
maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know.
and he did say we don't need a parenthetical for the answer.
So should we just say man?
I think man and elephant are the two directions my brain's going, but I'm fine with man.
So is that what you're locking in?
Yes.
I mean, it has been theorized that the avatars do in fact sort of follow an evolutionary logic. But I believe the first one so this is in reflecting the the extreme, what would be today very incredibly politically incorrect perspective of the period. The fifth one is a dwarf, a little person. So only from the sixth onward do you get full-grown humans.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Honestly, it's possible that religion needs to be canceled. It's just culturally inappropriate.
Fair enough. But yes, I believe sixth was Parshuram, seventh Rama, eighth Krishna, and ninth Buddha.
Hmm.
The 10th Kalki has yet to arrive. But that we know of. I mean, they could be walking
Reading.
around right now. But the fourth is, by one of my favorite stories in Hindu mythology, and my favorite avatar just in terms of badassery, because it is a half man, half lion.
I'm not sure we were going to stumble onto that one on our own.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of not at all that guessable, but yeah, Narasimha is a half man, half lion. Basically, there was a demon who could not be killed by man or beast in day or night
Ah.
on land, or yeah. So basically, he ended up, I think, holding him in midair and ripping him in half with his claws at twilight, because it was neither day nor night, and neither ground nor I don't know. I don't remember the exact details, but that was basically the point, that because of all of the boons this demon had of how he could
Yeah.
not be killed, the only way to kill him was by a new avatar being born that could fulfill the sort of fill in all the gaps there.
Like, this is also why lawyers are important. We can help you find exactly, okay, here's what he needs to do.
I mean,
Surprising.
Marjorie Taylor Greene wasn't that far off from Lion Man.
I feel like yeah, that's a little paying her too much of a compliment. But the yeah, no, a surprising number of Hindu mythology stories revolve around exact words and loopholes like that. There's the story of Vamana, the dwarf, also kind of has to do with that. But yeah, all right, that's a
You
subject
could
for a
actually have a
different.
decent connection of that plus Eowyn from Lord of the Rings plus Macduff.
From
Just like,
Macbeth, yeah.
just all the people who loopholed into murder.
I feel like there's
True.
a hero that was promised, but we already had our
Yeah.
question.
All right.
Who hasn't?
I apologized for that.
Another
Shall
one?
we get some
You
context?
want the next? All right. Next.
Oh, these are all things Phoebe Buffet, or maybe not.
Oh,
That was okay.
I get where you're going though.
Yeah, because he wasn't actually.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause he turned out.
Aniston did the first one.
Oh, so it's because it's a sequence, remember? So it's going to be a thing
Right.
for each character in order. What's the order though? Rachel, Phoebe, so like reverse alphabetical?
Reverse order of acting talent.
Oh,
One of my all-time favorite jokes on TV was Bob Odenkirk as Stevie Grant, like the slickster agent on the Larry Sanders Show, is dating Janine Garofalo as Paula, the talent booker, who's having trouble getting like prominent, like legit celebrity guests. Like she keeps losing them to Leno or whatever. So Odenkirk says to her, I can get you Jennifer Aniston for tomorrow night. She's like, that would be amazing. You represent Jennifer Aniston? And he's all cocky. He's like, I represent 3 of the friends. She's like, really? Which 3? And he goes, the ones who can act.
damn.
So if this is reverse alphabetical order, next will be Monica and then Joey, because Ross is before Clue 1 and Chandler's too early in the alphabet. But I don't know if there's something more tight we're supposed to see about the sequence.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, we can either get another one or we can say something about Joey's love life, such as,
What can't we say about Joey's
yeah,
love
right?
life?
How's he doing?
How is he doing?
Did Phoebe Buffay fall in love with a gay ice dancer on that
It
show?
was like
So
a
they
thing
had
of
a
convenience, but then
marriage.
she actually fell for him.
That.
I must have missed that episode.
So is it
to be honest-
specifically like wedding episodes on Friends?
Because
Oh,
they
that could
were
be.
technically married,
They
right?
were married, and then they thought she was gay, and then it turned out he was straight, so it might not be him either.
Oh, then Schwimmer said the wrong name at the altar. Could that play into this?
Well, if we're going alphabetically, reverse alphabetical.
I like the idea
I-
that the marriage is in order. Or weddings in order.
That could
Was there
also
a
be.
wedding in the Ice Dancer episode though?
Not
I
that I
don't know.
recall. It may not even be friends. I mean, we may all
Oh, I
be.
guess no, they were because they were married before, but I don't know.
Back in the 90s, every show was doing the gay ice dancer plot. So.
I think we need
Yeah.
a third just to
Yeah,
figure
why
out.
don't we do that? Just to.
All right.
Yeah, so that's definitely a thing that Joey did.
Yeah.
So now so what's the sequence that we're going in here? Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, um, Matt LeBlanc. So then it should be Matthew Perry but then we skipped Courtney Cox. So then I don't know. I still don't know the
Courtney
sequence.
would be before. Oh, you're doing last names. Never mind.
I was trying to figure out where it would be that.
I mean, basically, we're going to Hail Mary with something about one of the 3 remaining friends.
Yeah, right. Appears in the opening credits.
Has promised that they'll be there for me when the rain starts to fall.
Exactly.
That would apply to any of them, I suppose. So may as well.
Yeah.
Is that your Hail Mary?
I say let's say something about Chandler. So fell in love with Joey's girlfriend.
Yeah, and that's something Joey might want,
You're
that's
so
fine.
you after a very long period of sort of not or dancing around it, you suddenly got very, very close out of nowhere.
Is this
What-
about
what-
who the guest stars are?
What was the episode? What was the episode where Joey and Chandler or no, yeah, Joey and Chandler had a conflict because Chandler dated
Fell in love with
Joey's.
what's her name?
Yeah, he fell in love with Joey's girlfriend.
So and then he as a
Ha-
as a
Is it
comeuppance,
the
he had
name of
to
the guest
go.
star?
What was Jason? I think Jason was about to say something.
Paget Brewster.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean then he had to go in the box to make up for it.
And is that your answer? Make that your answer.
It sounds like it is. Yes, spent time in a box to make it up to his best friend.
So that episode, right? What kind of episode? Well, I mean, what
Was it a
category of
bottle
yeah.
episode?
Well, I guess technically yes, it was, but
A Boxel episode.
it was specifically a Thanksgiving episode,
Oh,
Wow.
and it was a Thanksgiving episode directed by my old friend Pete Bonners, and in that episode, Monica essentially responds to criticism from the other friends by pointing out all of the things that they have done and points
left me
to
at the altar, fell in love with
Oh.
gay ice dancer,
Oh.
world goes word like a fire, live in a box.
exactly. That is exactly the quote. Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Ah,
All right.
Get
Yeah.
partial credit for knowing it was Friends.
Yeah. I mean, for Paget Brewster, you should get partial credit. Although, if you want to talk about hairstyle crimes, yeah. All right. All right. This time you get to describe what would appear in the fourth picture because it is an image question. I don't expect you to draw an image. So yeah.
Oh, I really wanted that to be the first clue.
recognize her.
Is that some sort of
The
hybrid creature that's like half Cameron Diaz, half Courtney Love?
This is the 5th Avatar.
Coming out in 2045.
I don't know.
I vote for
No.
a second one.
Yeah.
All right. Second one.
So that's got to be Victoria's Secret, right?
That's Carly Kloss.
Is it going to be a initials sequence? JJKK type of thing?
That works.
Plausible.
Is it Carly with a K? Am I wrong?
That's right.
I know
Okay.
it is Carly with a K. Because she does yeah, but
I don't know which
All right.
direction we're going in, if
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
nor
Yeah,
I.
want one more clue?
Yeah.
So for the next clue, just to stop you from attempting to decipher more than is necessary, I believe this is Old Town
Why?
Road, but that is not relevant to the connection.
Just sheet music or something like that?
Also, I'll give you another hint. That does look like Carly Kloss, but the specific person is not relevant to the sequence.
Okay, so it's just a
So it's
Victoria's
something-
Secret angel.
Or just an angel, perhaps even. Are we looking at a Shaggy song somewhere here? I don't know.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
he said which song it is, isn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Maybe
oh,
it's
I
like
see.
like angel, and
I
then
get
I
it.
don't know if that's like music or something.
Boombastic, it wasn't me.
Yeah. I don't know.
But conversely, the identity of the person in the first picture is relevant to the sequence.
Yes.
Well, I
Uh-oh.
mean, love and angel go together, but after that, I got nothing.
It's not Anna Faris, is it?
It does not that I can tell. It does. Is the identity of the reptile in the first picture relevant?
But
That's
that was
not
a
a tello.
that was a picture that the AV Club would always use to accompany any article about Courtney Love. It was like a running
Oh, it
joke.
is Courtney. Okay,
Ah.
so love angel,
Keep going.
love angel music.
Keep going. You've identified the
Is-
relevant parts of each of the first three
Is
clues.
it Gwen Stefani
Love
thing?
angel music
Ki-
baby.
This is so. What is your answer?
A picture of a baby.
That's correct. Yes. Love Angel Music Baby was, I mean, a phrase associated with Gwen Stefani, including, I think, the title of her first
That was
solo
right?
album. Yes, that was right.
What?
Nice.
Good job. All right.
X-Men
X-Men.
movies?
I mean,
Well, we all
certainly
thought it, so
could
it can't be right.
but shall we see another?
I'm afraid so.
If it's Days of
All
Future
right.
Past, then we'll guess.
Yeah, though I will be
All right.
first class.
Is this military ranks of some sort?
Like
Oh yeah, it
lieutenant
could be
first
like
class, and that, but then
general.
star wouldn't be the name of a thing.
Yeah, but it's
But it does have that feel to it, yeah. Should we get the third?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's private first class, Patrick Star, personal life, and then no.
Private Patrick something. I don't have any good directions.
I mean, this is not as niche as some of the others have been. This is a fairly well-known sequence, at least in. I mean, I think a decent number of people would maybe even have firsthand experience with this sequence.
oh, or is it Eagle? Are these like levels of scouting? Because Life Scout is something.
Yeah, these are the 4 highest levels of scouting, and Eagle
Okay.
would be the. Yeah.
Wow.
Oof, good get.
So quasi-military.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I mean, and again, the Scouts have undergone quite a bit of reorganization in the past few years. So what was true in 2019 I don't know if it's still true, but as of 2019, that was what it was.
And Star Scout might also be a Sailor Moon thing.
Could be.
I see the archaic, but has anyone heard of carnitine?
I don't think so.
It feels like it could be like a building block of meat, but other than that. Shall we keep going?
Shall we continue? Yeah, I
All
guess
right.
next. Oh, is this like B1,
Vitamins?
B2? So it'll be like
Yeah.
B4?
Is it B1, B2, B3, B6 or is there a B4?
I don't know. I mean,
Is it a
Well,
B4
also,
and
the first ones, do we think those are B1 and not a vitamin A?
oh, that could be. So then is it just sunlight? What?
Either of those feels viable. I don't know what B4's actual name is, so I'm not.
Just say something like in advance of.
Yeah, the opposite of after.
Is that what you want to say?
yeah.
Well, that's not correct. So I'll move on to the
Shocking.
next clue.
Yeah, so that's B12. Gotta be one of the B vit, or is it just B? Is it complex? I don't know what comes next. I don't know my vitamins well enough.
Can anyone assign numbers to any of these?